Andy, you've played in a few big games. Where does this one rank?
Yeah, it's right up there. When it's a final and it's a one-shot shootout, and then it's always important. It's always up there. So the fact that it's with your country adds to that. We take a hope of a nation onto the flight today and take it over to Serbia, and we hopefully use that as our advantage tomorrow, and hopefully use that as motivation if there's any added one needed. But the lads are ready. We can see that all week that a big game's on the horizon, and we need to put in a performance that can hopefully make this country proud.
Through the time that you've spent over the years with the national team, is this the most confident and assured group that you've been involved with?
Yeah, look, it's certainly getting there. I think at the end of Gordon Strachan's era, I think we were playing some really good stuff and had found a formation that suited us and started putting in good results, and that's what similar's happened now. We've found a way of playing and we've found a way to get results, and results put smiles on people's faces and make sure that we're confident going into the next game. And I think you've seen that last month. The way we beat Israel and obviously winning on penalties, we then took it into the next two and we believed we were going to get results in both of them, and it proved that way. So yeah, we're 8 unbeaten now. We have to take that as confidence going into this game, and hopefully it's 9 unbeaten come Thursday night.
How different and how big a challenge are Serbia compared to what you've faced recently?
Serbia are an excellent team, full of quality. They have players that have played at the highest level and are playing at the highest level. So look, we've watched them, and they're a very, very good team. So we've obviously played against some that are in the Premier League. I played against Tadic a couple of weeks ago for Ajax and know all of his qualities. So look, it's going to be a tough task. We're going over there, and they're probably favourites with everything that goes along with that. But sometimes that can play into our hands, and we've been underdogs before and produced good results, and hopefully that can happen tomorrow night, because we know our qualities, we know what we can do, and it's all about imposing that onto the game and showing them what we can do and what we've done so well over the last couple of international breaks.
You mentioned that they're probably favourites, but they're saying themselves that they don't think they are. They've not been to a Euro since 2000, so it's a big weight for them as well. Do you think that perhaps the team that just holds its nerve maybe will come out on top in this one?
Yeah, look, I think a lot of people are probably expecting a tight game, and both teams not to give much away, but we need to be at our best to make sure that happens, and so do they, of course. But of course, I didn't know they've waited that long as well. But look, when it comes to a final and the chance to go to a big major tournament and everything that comes along with it, then they're going to be desperate as much as us, and it's all about who probably shows that maybe one bit of quality or whatever on the night, and we hope that, and we know we've got the players to do it, but it's about then going out to do it and showing it on the biggest stage. So look, we look after ourselves, we go into the game, like you said, full of confidence, we look forward to it, but we also are very wary of the qualities that they have and what dangers they can bring. But we also know we've got dangers, and it's about trying to impose that onto them tomorrow night.
They might not have been to Euros for a while, but they've been to 2 World Cups in the last 10 years. I mean, in that sense, do you think this game does mean a wee bit more to you? In the country, in Scotland, I mean, in the sense that, we have been waiting so long for that?
I don't think it means more, no. I think a final, it doesn't matter if you've been to, I know it's just a new thing, but it doesn't matter if you've been to 10 finals, and, the first Champions League final I went to, you could see it meant just as much to Real Madrid as it went to us, and they'd won 2 previously. So look, both teams are representing their country. Both teams are looking to win the game and make a country proud, and carrying that on your shoulders itself is makes it an even fight. So we're desperate for it, we want it, we can feel how much our nation wants it, and we'll carry that, but they'll be carrying the exact same. So look, it's it's going to be a tough task for us, but we do believe that we know the Tartan Army are fully behind us. We feel that love and passion from them, and unfortunately some of them can't be there, but we'll carry what it means to them and what it means to us over with us, and hopefully we put in a performance that shows that tomorrow night.
As you said, you've played in some pretty big games before. How do you yourself deal with the nerves of this? Does it feel any different? Does it feel any different because it's Scotland rather than Liverpool?
Everyone feels different, to be honest. Any big game I've played in Liverpool, none of them have been the same. I've played in big games for Scotland as well. This will be the biggest, of course. So look, we deal with it in terms of course there's going to be pressure, and there's going to be and everything that builds up to it, but it's all about using that to your advantage. And the lads have played in big games before, and they've produced on the highest level in their games. So we're hoping for the same tomorrow. We're hoping that we use the pressure and everything that goes along with it in a positive way, and I believe we will do. And hopefully that's enough to get the result that we need.
It's a message to the rest of the boys not to come out with any regrets. Go out there, give everything, and make sure that whatever the outcome is, that that you've done yourself justice in that sense.
Yeah, look, anything can happen in football matches. We know that, but like you said, we'll go out there and whether it's 90 minutes, 120 minutes, whatever it is, we need to go out with no regrets, and like you said, walking off thinking, okay, we've done it all there. And we believe if we do that, it can be enough. But if it's not, then we'll have to deal with that. But look, it's we're positive going into this game. It's all been positive mindset, and we believe if we can put in performances like we have done in the last couple of months, then it can be good enough to play. It can be good enough to win the game. But Serbia will also be looking in to put in a perfect performance from there. So look, it'll be a good game. Two good teams going at it, and like I said, hopefully we come out on top.
You were 4 the last time Scotland reached a major tournament. Can you sum up what it would feel for you to captain the side that actually ends that wait?
Yeah, to be honest, I won't let myself think about that until it's done. It's not it's not worth thinking about. Of course, that's the main goal, but for me, being captain of my country, captain of these boys that are with me today is the proudest thing that I'll ever do in football. And I carried it with that all the time, but I'm not letting me think walking out at Hampden or whatever. That's something that's well in the back of my mind, and I'll focus on that hopefully Friday morning when it's a reality. But like you said, I was 4 the last time Scotland got to a major tournament, and my whole generation has missed out and seen Scotland at major tournaments, and seen you look back on old videos and talking to family and stuff how good Tartan Army used to be, and at big tournaments and stuff. I've heard it from I remember my manager at Liverpool said how fun they were in Germany when he was a little boy and stuff in the World Cup. So that's all been missed, and we know how big a fan base we've got. We know how passionate they are, and we want to see them at a major tournament, and we're the next group of lads that can go and achieve that. And we need to hopefully carry that with us, because it definitely gives you an added incentive tomorrow night to make the people happy, and to make 5 million people back home put a smile on their faces.
There is, of course, a lot of hype around this game because of the magnitude of it. When you're all in the Scotland camp, is it easier to shut out that noise and not get caught up on the build-up around about you?
Of course, like we know how important this game is. We know what's at stake. We know everything that goes along with it. But it's also important to prepare like we do for every other game. That's what's gave us, 8 games unbeaten, and that's what's gave us, success in the games. So we've built up the same. We've done exactly the same when we met up on Sunday or Monday, and the preparation's been the exact same as it was for the Israel game, which is important. And like you said, once you're all together and once everyone's in the same hotel and everything, it's easier to block out the noise a wee bit, and we've done that pretty well. But you can also use it to your advantage. So it's important to see some of it, but maybe not all of it, and that's what we've done. And now we go and the wait's over, and we jump on a plane and we go and try and achieve all of our dreams.
What's your predominant feeling and emotion right now?
Excitement. Knowing that a big game's on the horizon. We footballers, we're privileged to play the game. We're privileged to be professional footballers, but at the end of the day, we want to play in big games, and we want to play in the high stage. And you can't get any bigger than this for playing for your country, pulling on that shirt and knowing that you're in a final and you know what's at stake. So it's excitement. We look forward to it, and of course, it'll all build up over the next 24 hours, especially when we land over there tonight. But it's one that we look forward to. You can tell all the lads are looking forward to the game. We know that we're going there all together, and we'll fight for, like I said, our dreams and all the dreams back home, and hopefully we can deliver that. So we look forward to the challenge, and it's something that excites all of us, and that's why the camp's been so positive so far, and I hope come Thursday night it's just as positive, if not more.
You're obviously somebody that rises to the big occasion. We saw that in a Champions League final. We saw that over the course of a season with Liverpool in England's top division. What do you see amongst your teammates that gives you confidence that everyone can do that?
Well, you know, forget about me in terms of, you know, that, but a lot of the lads, you know, I've played in playoff finals, and I know how much pressure that is. And John McGinn scores for Villa in it. I've seen Cal McGregor, I've seen Kieran Tierney, I've seen Ryan Jack playing in Europe at the highest level, and Scott McTominay putting in unbelievable performances against PSG and things like that. So, and then all the other lads, you know, Kenny McLean got promoted with Norwich, and so, you know, there's a whole list of lads that, when it comes to the big occasion, they've produced. So, you know, it's easy to say me because of, you know, winning trophies and stuff, but, you know, I forget about myself. I look at the other lads, and I know that when the big occasion comes, they don't shy away from it. And, you know, yeah, look, we're not saying that all of us will be perfect tomorrow night. You know, we hope that we are, of course, but some might not be. But it's all about getting a result, and we look forward to that challenge. We look forward to pulling together as soon as we're on that pitch, and like I said, fighting for the same dream. And that's what we'll go out to do. That's the message that we'll carry, and we'll go out and try our best, and like you said, we'll leave everything on the pitch, and I believe if we do that, then hopefully it'll be enough.
In fact, you as a group haven't lost a game of football in over a year now. That must be huge, must be massive.
Yeah, of course, you know, 6 months we never played a game, which probably helps, but you know, I don't focus on the time, I focus on the 8 games. You know, it's 8 games unbeaten, which is you know, very good, and people can question some of the teams we've played and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you have to win the games. And, you know, time's gone by, we might have, you know, dropped points in some of them. So look, we're 8 unbeaten, and like I said, hopefully come Thursday night we're 9 unbeaten, because that means we've done our job. And but look, we've got the confidence. Last month was big for us. 3 clean sheets, 3, you know, obviously the win in penalties, and then 2 big 3 points in the Nations League, and then we take that, you know, not enough time's passed to lose any of that, so we bring that confidence in. You can see that on Monday, everyone's got a smile on their face and everyone's ready for the game ahead, and that's why we'll take that feel good factor over to Serbia, and hopefully that's still there come, you know, Thursday night, Friday morning.
Last couple. Steve Clarke talks about the group being grounded and being very focused. How much credit has to go to the manager for the standards that you set here?
Yeah, massively. So much credit needs to go to him and all his staff. Since day one, he's been amazing, and of course, you know, at the start maybe some of the results weren't as good, and, you know, people started questioning them, but what we were doing on the training pitch was, you know, was standing us in good stead, and it was about us just making the next step to go and do it on the match day. Now you've started to see that, you've started to see us, you know, implementing what he wants us to do, what the coaches want us to do, and you know, him, John, and Stephen Reid and Woodsy, they've been so positive, you know, around the camp and their meetings and everything. So, you know, credit has to go to them. And, you know, like I said, we do it for our families, we do it for you know, the 5 million people back home, but we also want to do it for the manager. We know how much, you know, he missed out on it as a player. We know how much it would mean to him as a manager, and we can achieve that as well. So there's so many people we're playing for. We have to play for ourselves as well, and, you know, that's what, you know, we carry with us going tomorrow. And that's when, you know, when you feel a wee bit tired, you can run that extra bit further, you can go and challenge that extra bit higher, you can jump that bit higher, and that's what we need to do. And like I said, leave everything on that pitch, and hopefully it's enough.